Migrants are crossing the U.S.-Mexico border at a record rate this week. And there's a Peloton recall in the news today. I'm Jeff Pierre, and this is The 7 from The Washington Post. It's Friday, May 12th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, a record number of people have crossed the border illegally this week. More than 10,000 people have entered per day, the highest levels ever. Those numbers are expected to grow because a pandemic-era border rule expired last night. The Title 42 policy allowed the U.S. to turn asylum seekers away. Border Patrol stations and processing centers are already maxed out. This is raising questions about humane treatment and whether the government can handle this surge. Number 2. A judge struck down limits on handgun sales yesterday. Current laws prohibit federally licensed dealers from selling handguns to people 18 to 20 years old. But yesterday, a federal judge ruled that those laws violate the Second Amendment. The Justice Department is expected to appeal. Research has shown that this age group is more impulsive and responsible for a disproportionate number of fatal shootings. The ruling could increase their access to guns. An ex-Marine faces charges over a black man's death in New York City. That's story number 3. Daniel Penny, a white man, was filmed putting Jordan Neely into a fatal chokehold on the subway on May 1st. Neely's death was ruled a homicide and has sparked protests. Prosecutors plan to charge Penny with second-degree manslaughter. He's expected to surrender to authorities later today. Number 4. Ukraine's spring assault against Russian forces could be delayed. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said his country needs more time and equipment before launching a counteroffensive. But the fighting continues. Russian and Ukrainian forces are clashing in Bakhmut, an eastern city where Ukrainian troops have held out against a months-long assault. Our 5th story this morning. The new NFL schedule dropped last night. The season opener is in Kansas City on Thursday, September 7th. The Chiefs, last season's Super Bowl champions, will play the Detroit Lions. There'll be a game on Black Friday for the first time, and 3 games on Christmas Day, which falls on a Monday this year. Number 6. Peloton has recalled almost 2.2 million bikes. The company discovered that some seat posts are unstable, increasing the risk of customers falling and injuring themselves. This is the 4th time the company has issued a recall on a product. If you have a Peloton in your home, this is what you need to know. The recall covers the PL01. That's the original model that cost around $1,400. It includes any of those models sold since January of 2018. If that applies to you, Peloton will send you a replacement seat post. And at number 7, the most anticipated video game of the year comes out today. This is the next game in Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda series. It's called Tears of the Kingdom. The series has been at the forefront of gameplay innovation since the 1980s. Our gaming reporter Gene Park gave the game a perfect 4 stars. It's a fusion of the traditional Zelda adventure and the DIY system of Animal Crossing. That's the game that went viral during the pandemic. If you're a longtime Zelda fan, Gene says it's worth every second to make it all the way through the game. You can read his full review on WashingtonPost.com. That's the show for this week. The assistant producer of The 7 is Taylor White. The staff writers are Tess Homan and Jamie Ross. John Taylor is our editor. Additional editing by Christina Quinn and Renita Jablonski. Copy editing by Francis Moody and Thomas Haliba. Mixing and sound design is by Jim Briggs and Justin Garish. Our theme music is by Edith Mudge. I'm Jeff Pierre. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a great weekend. I'll meet you back here on Monday.